Geometry Dash is a hard game, but that much is known. Since 2013, players have been pushing the limits of the game's difficulty by creating newer and harder levels to see how hard this little mobile game can get. Many iconic levels have held the title as Geometry Dash's hardest. Sonic Wave, Zodiac,
97, no!
Tartarus,
I hope that kid fucking
Slaughterhouse, Acheron, Tidal Wave, and most recently Thinking Space 2. But all of these insane challenges can be traced back to one level, arguably the most iconic and most influential level in Geometry Dash history, Bloodbath. But first, some context. We must go back approximately a millennia to 2014. Back in those days, pushing the limits of difficulty was frowned upon, with really difficult levels often getting dislike bombed. This all changed when there was a race to beat the, at the time, hardest demon in the game, Cataclysm. In the end, Cyclic won the race, but he's not important for this story. This is Riot, Cataclysm's third victor, and a very skilled player. He was the first victor of ICDX, a level once considered impossible, and now is rated an insane demon.
Oh my god!
But Riot wasn't content with being Geometry Dash's second best player, so he hatched a plan. Gather many talented creators together to create the ultimate extreme demon, one to dethrone Cataclysm, and crown him as the best player the game had ever seen. Bloodbath was a pioneer in these early days of Geometry Dash, being the first to tread waters that many of its descendants thrive on. It was the first top 1 Extreme Demon mega collab, where a lot of well-known creators would team up to create the ultimate challenge, of which there would be many to follow. It was also the first XL top 1, clocking in at a runtime of 1 minute and 52 seconds, testing the player's endurance and nerves as well as their mechanical prowess. Naturally, it tested these skills with some of the most difficult gameplay the game had ever seen up to that point. After over 25,000 attempts and a few devastating fails, Riot verified Bloodbath on August 12, 2015.
Oh my god!
And its impact was felt immediately. He was instantly recognized as Geometry Dash's #1 player, and Bloodbath stayed the #1 hardest demon for a very long time. This level's legacy and impact on the game is unrivaled and unmatched. And this is me, a casual player who had no right even getting close to beating this behemoth of a level. I've been playing Geometry Dash for over 10 years now, albeit on and off at times. I remember watching Riot's Bloodbath verification at the time and being amazed and shocked at how such a challenge was even possible. My hardest demon at the time was Jawbreaker, and I had fluked it from like 70% on an iPad, which is low-key an insane achievement for an 11-year-old kid with barely any control over their limbs. Fast forward a few years. Okay, several years. I'm now 20 years old, picking up Geometry Dash once again in late 2024. After a few years away from the game, my hardest demon now was Hyperia Technia, which I had beaten in 2022 after about 11,000 attempts. I was getting back into the swing of things by beating some levels which I've wanted to for a while. Forest Temple by Michigan, rest in peace. Stalemate by Nox, and suddenly because of a joke with a friend, I found myself playing Lunatic Doom Machine by Andromeda. This level was speedhag verified and it shows in its gameplay because it is an unbalanced hellhole. Like, what the fuck is this wave part? I was hitting a wall, but that's when I made an extremely important discovery. 240 FPS bypass. FPS bypass is used to increase the FPS past the refresh rate of your monitor, and used to only be accessible via Mega Hack and other mods. But since update 2.2, it has been added to the base game. This was huge for me as I had been playing up until now on 60 to 75 Hz. Anyways, after changing the setting, I beat Lunatic Doom Machine in about 30 minutes. Now armed with 165 more frames, I turned my attention to another Andromeda demon, Poltergeist, which I tried to beat on 60 Hz and only got one run to 50%. But again, after some refresher practice runs, I'd cleared it with relative ease.
Whoa, that was so quick!
It was at this point that I decided to up the ante, and finally go for something I'd been dreaming about for years, beating an extreme demon. The obvious choices were Aku or Cataclysm, both popular entry-level extremes, but because I'm a weirdo and because some friends suggested it, I decided to pick up Retention, which was a step above both and definitely one that I wasn't used to. It had asymmetrical duels and an extremely learny memory cube part. Gameplay that was certainly outside of my comfort zone. But honestly, I picked it up really quickly due to the level being really fun and balanced with the exception of this stupid click at 62%. I learned and grinded the level for about a week, took a short break and then came back, and during my first session back on November 22nd, 2024, I beat Retention and I completed my goal.
Yes! 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 I fucking did it! I fucking did it! I fucking beat an extreme demon, holy shit! Oh my god, I fucking did it, finally!
I then did what any normal person would do after breaking their own glass ceiling. Not play the game for an entire year. To be entirely honest, I thought I was done with Geometry Dash. I had beaten an extreme demon, the hardest difficulty in the game. What more could I want? How much further could I climb? Nearly a year later, I would return to Geometry Dash once again. I had grown bored of Valorant and wanted to challenge myself in a way that didn't involve having to play with or talk to random people. I would ease myself back in by beating Psychosis, and then Eighto.
I think I went part.
Wait.
Okay.
Oh wait,
Then, yeah,
guys, shut up.
we're-
Guys, shut up. Phase looking at. Yeah!
Before I set my eyes on the level that inspired and preceded Bloodbath, Cataclysm. As legendary as Cataclysm is, it is considered to be quite a bit easier than Retention, but unlike Retention, its gameplay was less refined, less balanced, and therefore less enjoyable. By far the hardest part was the wave part right at the start. Other notable difficult parts are this ball and UFO part, which I took a while to get to grips with, and this straight fly at 40%, which a lot of people say is very difficult, but I didn't struggle with it too hard. The second half is notably easier, so I was able to smash out 52 to 100 on my first day. For the next few days, I inched my way forward until the 22nd of November, 2025. Exactly 1 year after beating my first Extreme Demon, I added a second tally to the board.
I think that was the bigger problem.
Oh my god.
Next to
fucking beat
Hotspot on the
Cataclysm.
leaderboard is a silver, gold player, right?
To be perfectly honest, my kind of light reaction tells it all. It took me 5,874 attempts, about 900 less than Retention, and while I didn't have as much fun with it, it was also easier. Okay, but what about Bloodbath? Well, while I was beating Cataclysm, a friend who's newish to Geometry Dash had beaten the main levels and for some inexplicable reason decided they wanted to jump all the way to Bloodbath. Completely idiotic, but also intriguing, so I would sit in VC with them and basically watch them struggle over and over again to beat something far beyond their current skill set. But it did get me thinking, if I could maybe give it a shot. After visiting them in real life and playing a bit of GD on their setup, I came back and tried a practice run of it on my own account, and a few runs from zero where I got 15%. I then checked my overall attempt count, and you won't believe the number I saw. 2025. That was the moment that I decided Bloodbath would be my new hardest demon. So let's deep dive into Bloodbath, and each of its 10 creators and their individual parts. First up is Wio iconic intro and straight fly, as well as his ball part. It's pretty hard and has gatekept a lot of players from progressing on this level for the past 10 years. Next up, Vermilion's really weird ship part and iconic but ultimately pretty easy ball part. That being said, I still died to it, it keeps me humble. Right after this long break is the hardest part of the whole level, Michigan. Triple spikes, tight corridors, this part is infamous for being the toughest in the whole level, especially now that technology has progressed past the 60Hz Stone Age, making another part in the level more accessible. Following that up is Evasium, a nice chill, relaxing grayscale break to catch your breath after passing Michigan's part.
Peter, what are you doing? Crack?
In 2015, I remember seeing Crack's part and thinking, how is this possible? But 10 years and 240 Hz later, this tight ship section is now only the second hardest part on the level. Up next, Asonic Men. It's a pretty simple UFO part, followed up by a pretty easy ball part. This part is pretty much a break. Enough of this easy shit, up next is Etzer, probably the third hardest part of the level due to how weird it is, as well as these blue orbs of doom comboed with a tough straight fly. Following that up is Havoc, by far the easiest full part on the whole level. It has one kind of difficult timing and one tricky UFO click, and a wave part that would not look out of place in a 6-star level. Right after is Gyron's part, the second, actually first, Victor of Cataclysm, and it contains a pretty tough ship part with orbs, and this iconic but easy duel leading up to the final part of the level, G-Boy. Slow, precise, with fakes and tough timings, with a pretty difficult and chokeable straight fly at 95%. The ultimate stress test. Finally, last up is Riot, the verifier. It's a triple spike. It's literally one triple spike. Don't die here unless you want the ultimate humiliation in Geometry Dash. What I found really nice about this level is that there weren't really two difficult parts in a row, besides maybe Weo and Vermilion. Every other really difficult part is then followed up by an easier part. In terms of difficulty in order, I put the parts in this order. With all that said, my journey to complete Bloodbath had officially begun. Day 1 was honestly just me having fun and getting up to speed on the first two parts of the level, Weo and Vermilion, as well as doing a lot of practice at Michigan, as I was going to need it. My friend who was jumping had been playing Bloodbath for a few weeks, and I got a personal best of 27%, so naturally I had to beat that within the first few hours of playing the level.
That is about, oh, I'm feeling so bad right now, and then...
Was your highest 27?
Yeah.
I just got 28. GG!
I'm so mad. No, I look actually mad at you.
Day 2 was where I really locked in, as I pulled off some good runs to get the level down to just 3 runs. Doing the level in runs means putting start positions throughout the level, and playing from specific parts in order to join up with each other. If spliced together, the runs would form a completion of the level. The runs I got today were 33 to 71, 70 to 100,
Yes! Let's go, dude. Let's fucking go.
and passing Michigan from 0 for the first time, ultimately dying at 37%. On day 3, my goal was simple: get the cracks part from 0. Pretty simple and easy to achieve, right? Wrong! Remember Evasium's part ranked 8th in difficulty? And I said it was nice, chill, and relaxing? Well, I died here 12 fucking times without passing
One more
it.
coin. I just need one more coin somewhere.
No, I frame dropped! Are you fucking kidding me? I don't get a new best, bro. I'm so mad. 40%. Honestly, I don't care that I died at Evasium again. Really? That's so dumb, man. That's so fucking dumb. 12.
I was completely mind-blocked, but eventually at long last on the 13th try.
Fucking finally.
I had finally cleared it and made it to cracks part. I immediately got off after that, as it had taken enough out of me for that day and I wasn't trying to burn out on the 3rd day. Day 4 started out pretty strong, with a 33 to 94 run, covering 61% of the level, and to be honest it would set the tone for this entire day. I would start playing from 0 and get a new best of 51%.
I'm such a noob.
Then very soon after I would get another new best of 52%.
No!
I'd then proceed to die there 2 more times in very comedic fashion before I finally passed it to get a new best of 58%, finally making it to A-Sonic.
58. Okay, that's pretty good.
My consistency on this day was unreal, and just when I thought it couldn't get any better, this happened.
Well, I died there. Fuck it, whatever. I'm done. GG. That's really good.
77%. I had the level in 2 runs and had cleared A-Sonic to reach Etzer's part for the first time. An amazing progress day, and I genuinely felt on top of the world, and that I was going to beat it any day now. Day 5 was like a switch had flipped from the previous day. All of my consistency that I had built up had vanished, and I was really struggling. If on day 4 I was here, on day 5 I was here.
That's so dumb, man. What am I doing?
My only notable runs were a few attempts at A-Sonic with a best on the day of 61, dying to this pretty easy ball click timing.
Oh no, not 61, bruh.
This was the first day of playing Bloodbath without a new best run from 0. A roadblock for sure, and I was feeling honestly pretty disheartened. but there was nothing more that I could do besides go to sleep and try again tomorrow. Day 6 was like the switch had flipped again. Like the previous day was a glitch in the Matrix, because I was right back to my best. I started out the day by getting a 55 attempt practice run.
55?
And also 53 to 100, getting my consistency up with the second half of the level.
Nice, there we go, finally.
I followed this up by clearing Etzer's part from 0 for the first time, and dying at 83%.
No!
I died at Havoc, the easiest part in the whole level. Good progress nonetheless, even if a bit annoying. But almost right afterwards, I got another far run.
No way, I choked there. Are you kidding me?
90%. Garen's part is definitely a tricky part, but it's one that I wasn't having any trouble with at all during practice. However, the nerves got to me, and I choked up in the moment, releasing my click much earlier than I normally do. After this devastating choke, I was a bit shaken up, but persevered anyways and got another run all the way to Garen, and died at 89.
Oh man, another 89.
At this point, I was completely mentally boomed.
Okay.
So I decided to start practicing what I like to call the nerve control run, aka 80 to 100. Havoc, Garen, and G-Boy's parts all in a row to build better consistency with the final stretch of the level. After returning to playing from 0, I got one more really far run, dying at 89 again.
No, another 89, man.
My nerves were still getting the better of me for now, and I had hit a small mind block with doing Garen's part from deep runs. It hadn't worked straight away, but after a good night's sleep, it would set in better. I was both proud of my progress and disappointed that I didn't finish it off today, but I knew that I couldn't be impatient with a level this hard, and just had to wake up and tackle it again tomorrow. It felt like the switch was flipping on alternating days from great to horrendous over and over again. Day 7 was promising to start with, as I did the nerve control run and also Etzer to 100 as warm-up, as well as a really far run of 42 to 96 from Crack's part all the way to G-Boy.
Oh my god, I suck balls.
When I started playing from 0, deep runs were few and far between, but eventually I got one, and died in the most embarrassing way possible.
No! No, I tried a Havoc wave, are you kidding me? No, that's such a gargantuan fucking fail. I'm such a joker, bro.
After this, I once again hit another brick wall from 0, with only one notable far run getting to Etzer, but dying at 75%.
No.
I decided that I needed a break, so I drank some water, watched a YouTube video or two, and when I got back onto GD, I did some additional practice of the nerve control run before going back to playing from 0.
Fuck me. Holy shit, I fucking did it! Yo, no way! Oh my god! Holy fucking shit! Oh my god, I did it! I fucking did it! I fucking beat it! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh. Holy fucking shit, I beat it! I beat it! I beat it! I beat it! Oh god, I forgot the number already. 752 plus 2067 minus 25. I need my calculator. Shit, I can't do math. 7694. That's honestly not that many. It's only it's like 700 more than it took me retention, maybe 800. Wow, I did it. I did it! Oh my god, I fucking beat Bloodbath.
I love this level. It has been a staple of difficulty for over 10 years now, and every notable player and content creator has beaten it, even if in recent years it has taken on a different role. No longer is it the insurmountable #1 demon like it was back in 2015, but instead a stepping stone for new aspiring Geometry Dash players to take their next or even first steps to extreme demons. But no matter how far it falls down the list, how good players get, or how hard this game becomes, Bloodbath will always have a special place in my heart and in the heart of GD as a whole. So that was that. Bloodbath was my new hardest demon. For about 2 weeks.
Holy shit, I got 55. 70. Let's fucking go, dude. Oh my god, yes, man.